my God, guys, I am literally vibrating with excitement over the spoilers for Wednesday, July 22. Are you kidding me right now with this show? I cannot even handle the sheer volume of chaos that is about to explode all over our screens. Let's start with Nicole and Vanessa, because my jaw is already on the floor just thinking about this meetup. So Nicole is going to run into Vanessa McBride, and you just know when these two get together, the tea is going to be scalding hot. Nicole is supposedly going to update Vanessa on her love life. And let's be real, Nicole's love life is a complete and utter roller coaster right now. She has the incredibly gorgeous doctor, Kiel Rollins, practically worshiping the ground she walks on. He was literally cooking her breakfast, holding her in bed, and making her feel safe after the sheer terror of that massive. But is Nicole fully invested in Kiel? No, because her brain is still completely stuck on her ex-husband, Ted. I am screaming at my television every time Nicole looks conflicted. She literally just confessed to her mother, Anita, that she has been having wild fantasies about Ted. And then she actually told Ted about those fantasies. What is she doing? But here is the massive plot twist that is going to shatter Nicole's entire world on Wednesday. Vanessa is going to drop a nuclear bomb of information on her best friend. Vanessa is going to reveal some shocking news about Ted, and all signs point to the fact that Ted just dropped the L word on Shanice Johnson. Yes, Ted told Shanice that he loves her. I can already picture Nicole's face cracking into a million pieces when she hears this. How in the world did Vanessa even find this out? Was she eavesdropping at the hospital? Did she hear it through the grapevine at Joey's casino? Vanessa is always in the middle of the mess, but delivering this specific news to Nicole is going to be brutal. I just know Nicole is going to spiral out of control. She spent all those agonizing hours pacing the hospital waiting room with Ted when Kat was fighting for her life after the liver transplant. They shared such intense emotional moments, and I really think Nicole deluded herself into believing that this trauma was going to bring them back together. But Ted is moving on. He was literally massaging Shanice's feet in a hotel room and confessing his undying love for her. Shanice was terrified of getting her heart broken, especially after losing Derek Baldwin, but she finally took the leap and told Ted she loves him too. They are celebrating a major milestone, and Nicole is going to be left in the dust, completely blindsided. I honestly don't know whether to feel sorry for Nicole or to yell at her to just focus on Kiel. Kiel is right there, Nicole. Stop looking in the rearview mirror. But wait, because the emotional damage in this episode does not stop there. We have to talk about the Dupree family, because my heart is already breaking for Anita and Vernon. The spoilers reveal that the grandparents are finally going to learn the devastating truth about Naomi's BRCA gene. I am going to need an entire box of tissues for this scene, I swear. Naomi has been carrying this heavy, suffocating secret for months. Months. She tested positive for the BRCA mutation and hid it from everyone because she didn't want to distract Jacob while he was on his dangerous undercover mission with the plasma ring. And she didn't want to burden her mother, Danny, who was already dealing with so much trauma. When Anita and Vernon find out, it is going to destroy them. Just think about the history here. Anita literally just finished her battle with breast cancer. She just had her lumpectomy. She just got her clear scans from Dr. Bauer, and they were ready to celebrate. Vernon has been her rock, the ultimate protector. And now they have to face the terrifying reality that this genetic curse is ravaging their family. They already know that Danny carries the gene, and Danny is handling it in the worst way possible. Danny is in complete denial, screaming no at Andre, refusing to even look at preventative measures because she is a model and refuses to alter her body. Danny is a total mess, especially with her guilty conscience over hooking up with Bill in the elevator. But Naomi is being so incredibly brave, and it makes me want to cry. She is seriously considering a double mastectomy to save her own life. When she sits down with Anita and Vernon to tell them this, the tears are going to flow. Vernon is going to be devastated that he can't protect his granddaughter from this, and Anita is going to relate it all back to Barbara. The generational trauma in this family is just so heavy. I am so proud of Naomi for finally expanding her circle of trust. She told Jacob, she told Danny, she told Kat, Chelsea, and Martin, and now the grandparents. She needs her family right now, especially because Jacob is completely losing his mind over catching the impaler and avenging Derek's death. Jacob is acting so erratic. Naomi deserves all the unconditional love and support Anita and Vernon can give her. I just know Vernon is going to give one of his classic, beautiful, grounding speeches about family strength, and I am here for it. Now, let's pivot away from the hospital drama and talk about the Hawthorne men, because the tension between Elon and Isaiah is reaching a boiling point. The spoilers say Elon is going to make a massive effort to reconcile with Isaiah, and honestly, it is about time. I have such strong opinions about this father-son dynamic. Elon is a police chief, and for years he has prioritized the badge, the law, and his golden boy son Jacob over Isaiah. Isaiah was the troubled kid, the one who made mistakes, but he has worked so hard to turn his life around. He has completely redeemed himself, and Elon has barely given him the time of day. Do you guys remember the absolute agony of the tornado aftermath? Eva was literally dying. She needed a liver transplant, and Isaiah was pacing the hospital halls, terrified he was going to lose the love of his life. Isaiah begged for his father, and Elon initially refused to come because he was too busy with the storm cleanup. When Elon finally showed up to comfort him, Isaiah treated him like absolute trash. And you know what? Good for Isaiah. I cheered when he pushed Elon away. Elon earned that hostility by constantly putting Isaiah last. But now it looks like Elon is finally waking up and realizing he is on the verge of losing his son forever. Tuesday's episode is going to show Elon trying to bridge that massive gap. But can they actually fix this? I am so biased here. I want Elon to grow. I want him to truly acknowledge how much he has failed Isaiah emotionally. Isaiah has been through hell and back, dealing with Kat's initial refusal to donate her liver, dealing with Leslie's insane, overbearing panic attacks, and just trying to be a good man. I hope Isaiah makes Elon work for his forgiveness. It shouldn't just be a quick apology and a hug. Elon needs to prove that Isaiah is just as important to him as Jacob is, especially now that Jacob is going completely rogue and getting into violent clashes with Joey Armstrong over the plasma ring. Elon's family is falling apart, and he needs to step up as a father, not just a police chief. Speaking of Isaiah, we absolutely have to talk about his girlfriend, Eva, because she is getting some much needed advice from Dr. Kial Rollins on Tuesday. Yes, the same Kiale who is currently romancing Nicole. Kial is Eva's physical therapist, helping her recover from the massive liver transplant surgery. But we all know Kial is not just going to give her advice on how to walk and stretch. He is going to give her life advice. And I am betting my bottom dollar it is going to be about her sister, Kat. The dynamic between Eva and Kat is the most toxic, fascinating, chaotic sister rivalry on television. Kat literally gave Eva a piece of her liver to save her life. After years of hating each other, fighting over boys, and Kat constantly feeling like Eva was stealing her spotlight and her father, Kat made the ultimate sacrifice. And remember that crazy Freaky Friday dream Kat had while she was in a coma? Where she realized how hard Eva's life actually was? Kat woke up with a totally new understanding of her sister. When Eva woke up and found out Kat saved her, Kat just looked at her and said, "You're welcome." It was such a raw, vulnerable, incredible moment. But where do they go from here? That is exactly what Kial is going to talk to Eva about. Eva is struggling with immense guilt over Kat's surgical complications. She knows Kat almost died trying to save her. I really think Kial is going to tell Eva that she needs to let go of her defensive walls. Eva has always been a fighter, always clawing for her place in the Thomas Richardson family, but now she doesn't have to fight Kat anymore. They share blood, they share an organ, they are bonded for life. I swear, if Eva goes back to being a brat and fighting with Kat after this, I will throw my TV out the window. I want them to be actual sisters. I want them to team up and take on the world. Kiao needs to tell Eva to humble herself, to accept this gift with grace, and to finally build a bridge with Kat. Because Kat is going through her own massive crisis right now. Kat just impulsively bought a luxury condo. Tomas rejected moving in with her because his fragile male ego can't handle being a kept man, and Kat is spiraling. Eva needs to be there for Kat, just like Kat was there for Eva. I am so ready for a sisterly bonding era, and I am praying Kial is the one to push Eva in that. Tuesday's episode is going to be an absolute emotional roller coaster. From Nicole's shattered illusions about Ted, to Anita and Vernon's heartbreak over Naomi, to Elon's desperate attempt to win back Isaiah, and Eva's path to healing with Kat. There is not a single dull moment in Fairmont Crest. I cannot wait to see how all of this plays out. Let me know in the comments how you think Nicole is going to react to the Ted and Shanice news, and do you think Elon deserves Isaiah's forgiveness?